Yeah, it's pretty bad. They get a lot of the bad stuff in here, is what I'm told.
I heard something upstairs, and I'm like, that's odd. We're the only ones here.
I hate the sounds. I hate everything about it.
It just went through the
Yeah,
wooden
it
door.
went through the door.
He really did break that arm.
Let's try this. What was that?
That sounded like it said mommy.
You're kidding me.
Oh my God, what?
Don't split up. Don't split up. Thank you. Here we are in Hartford City, Indiana, at a location that's known for its dark and malevolent presence. So what drew us to this location? We've heard reports of shadow figures, disembodied voices, objects moving all on their own, and even physical altercations. We're fortunate enough that we're going to be hearing some experiences from those who have had paranormal encounters here at the Monroe House. And actually, I think our first guests have arrived. You were in this room and you had an experience here. Can you please tell me a little about it?
Well, about 3 months ago, around like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, I came up here. I heard something upstairs, and I'm like, that's odd. We're the only ones here.
What was it that you heard?
People talking. I mean, like, I've seen things, but like I never heard them. So that was kind of a new experience.
Well, I had my back turned working that machine, which you seen earlier, and it looked like somebody was behind me. I only got a couple of lights in here, and I thought I seen a shadow, as if somebody was turning.
And this just happened today?
Yeah, that happened today, and that kind of made me jump a little bit. You know,
This is before we got here?
Yes.
And you happened to see what you think might possibly be a shadow out of the corner of your eye?
Yeah, like
That's awesome.
Right. Yeah, for you guys it is, but yeah, not for me when I'm by myself. But thank God you showed up right after that, though.
Oh, how long before we got here did this actually
Not
happen?
too long. I'd say 15, 20 minutes, something like that, maybe, I guess. Yeah.
Well, we don't really know what it is. We think it's a figure, but we don't know what kind of figure.
Some type of form? Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was just standing at the top of the stairs and, okay, maybe I shouldn't go upstairs anymore, because then after that I didn't come upstairs like for a good couple weeks.
This actually startled you a little bit.
Yeah, I was pretty afraid. It happened to me before, but not in this house, so.
It's happened to you before, but
Oh, yeah.
not to this extent. So whatever
No,
this
not to
was
this extent.
seemed to be a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. They get a lot of the bad stuff in here, is what I'm told. And the injuries from people occur in this area of the house.
Who's been injured in how?
Well, somebody broke their arm in here. The scratches and pushing's real bad in this area. So.
People actually get the physical altercations in this area,
Yeah.
in this blue room is what
Right.
it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's been a little bit of an issue with me because, as you know, I had the house shut down about 2 years ago because it started to get into that. And I thought, well, this is a liability issue. We better just stop it, you know. But then I thought, well, let's open it back up and see what happens. And it's starting all over. He really did break that arm.
And was it because he fell or was it because he was pushed?
Well, what I'm told is he got pulled down to the ground, but his other team members said he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing.
Okay.
Taunting or whatever you guys call that.
So this person, this individual
Yeah.
was in this room and he was provoking.
And it was, I guess it was caught on camera, but I guess he took it down and got everything. But some of the people that had seen it said it looked like he was caught off guard.
Eddie and my brother Jonathan was here, and I thought I saw a black cat coming from the blue room, running past, and then down to the basement.
So you had that door open right
No,
there?
that door was closed.
But you saw a cat come through that door.
Yeah, a black cat.
And it went down into the basement.
And the basement door was closed.
It just went through the
Yeah,
wooden
it
door.
went through the door.
Wow.
Actually, the floodlight was here,
Okay.
and I was working on the floor right there, putting those tiles in. This was all burned out. And I was halfway in the hallway and in the bathroom when I thought I seen him come up the stairs, and I didn't hear anything, but I had the radio blaring, so it never clicked. And so I got up and walked into the room to see, you idiot, why'd you go into a dark room for, And it was lit up by the street lamp or the moonlight, and I could see all four corners of the room, and he wasn't in there. And that's when a switch is flipped, and you're like, well, what did I just see? And that's the creep factors.
And that's about the time where you decided that you weren't going to go back over there.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I immediately came back and jerked the cord out of the radio so I can hear, because your alert level jumps up. And then I climbed out the window and pulled on the extension cord to kill the light up here, and jumped down off the first story.
As people, as humans, that's our instincts. So don't feel embarrassed. I mean that.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. But yeah,
You're
like
welcome.
I've told
It's
you
the
earlier,
truth.
I hate this stuff. I hate the sounds. I hate everything about it.
You get those feelings where you're suddenly kind of...
Exactly, just
I would-
on alert.
Right.
Yeah, that's not good.
And that, something's just watching you probably.
It's funny we're talking about it because I feel like I'm going to puke my brains out.
Really?
Oh, that's so weird.
Is he okay?
Are you getting sick?
Huh?
You okay?
Are you getting
No,
sick?
I've heard other people say
I
that.
feel
Out
sick
of
to
the
my
blue.
stomach right now.
Well, you're sensitive. We probably need to get
In that
Brendan
room.
out of here then.
That room.
Let's I'm sorry, we got to cut this and
No,
get Brendan
no,
out of
that's
here.
fine.
You know how it is when
Keep rolling,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
let's.
Okay, yeah, maybe
Brendan,
you
you go
got-
first.
Yeah, you could see.
I'm sorry about
turned a
that.
little white there.
No, that's
Yeah.
quite all right.
Brendan, just definitely speak up.
That is so weird because other people have said that too. Get
Yeah?
the nauseous feeling.
Okay. Thank you for sharing
Oh,
that with us.
thank
That-
you.
That's
I appreciate
confirmation that obviously what he's experiencing is
Yeah, not good.
We're on the second floor interviewing Eddie, the homeowner. Our guest cameraman investigator, Brendan, he becomes sick. Nausea, lightheadedness, says he needs to get out and get some air.
After we went outside with Brendan, we made sure he was doing okay. We decided to call Jeff Fent, who we had heard had a similar experience on the second floor.
I'll be real honest with you. I don't normally ever feel like I'm getting sick ever on an investigation. And I got that way 4 times when we were there. 2 times I had to actually leave the house and go sit in my truck for about 20 minutes so that I felt good enough to come back in. So, but mainly the areas that I got really sick in my stomach was the Ouija board room and the basement. But that front room all the way down the hall, that's where, maybe I would have gotten sick when I lost my balance and all that because my hearing went on one side and then the other if I would have stayed there. But I was up there by myself and I was pretty much, that was not a good idea. So I got out of there.
okay. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're going to get in trouble. You got to go eat dinner.
Yeah, it's all
Well,
right.
thank you very much, Jeff. We appreciate it. Help validate something for us here.
All right, well, you guys be safe there, all right?
All right, thank you, Jeff. We will.
All right.
Okay, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, Sean, you're here. You set up all the cameras. Where did you put them at?
Well, we started off in the basement and we made sure to place a motion detector down there, and we also put a REM pod. So hopefully it captures some of those shadow movement and maybe even possible a mist. And then we placed one in the kitchen. It is said that the cabinet doors open on their own. We're hoping to maybe capture some of that. And of course, we have a REM pod there as well. After setting up the camera in the kitchen, we placed our thermal camera in the blue room. There are actually reports of a possible death in that room, so hopefully we'll capture something really neat with our thermal. And then we placed one in the, I'm gonna call it the coffin room. There's a room with a coffin and some other things set up there, and we made sure to set up a REM pod there as well. And then we went upstairs and we placed one, I'm gonna call that the Ouija board room. And I'm calling it the Ouija board room because there are 2 Ouija boards in there. And we heard a claim that the planchette moved on its own. Finally, we placed one in, I'm gonna call it the kids room. There's a lot of toys and dolls in there, and then we put the paranormal pooch in there. So hopefully we'll capture some great interaction there with him.
Awesome. Let's start the investigation.
Let's go.
While the team was downstairs, they were getting ready to go to a convenience store before they started the investigation. Upstairs, the static camera picked up the sound of a floor creaking. No one was up on that floor at all. I really have no idea what caused that, but I do know no one is up there on that floor. About 3 minutes after the creak in the floor was picked up by the static camera, there was another sound in the same room. No one from the team was in the building at the time. It sounded like a pop or a crack.
We were gone at this point, and the only thing on that side of the room is a cot. There's no reason for that sound.
There's a tap. Maybe something was dropped or knocked over. I'm not sure. I could not locate where that noise came from or what made that noise. I cannot explain it. Shortly after that pop sound in the Ouija board room, the dog started to go off. And it went off a lot. And we can't explain any of it.
Early on in the night, the dog went off really loud. About 4.5 minutes later, the dog went off again with a shorter beep. And then about 3.5 minutes after that, then came the really strange beep that we've never heard before. Ever.
The paranormal pooch makes a noise we've never heard before. Eric and I went back and forth on what it could be. I thought the entire time that it was the pooch, but we couldn't prove it. There's no light going off as it's making this noise.
In order for us to really dig into this weird sound that the dog had made, we decided to send a couple clips out to Dave of the Ghost Hunter store to get his take on it, and just kind of see what he thought. His response actually surprised me. Dave said that if some intelligent presence were to interact with that device, it's possible that it could make sounds that we're not used to hearing. And we just thought that was incredible.
I never once thought of the possibility that a spirit could manipulate the sound that parapooch could make. The interaction that we got with the paranormal pooch at the Monroe House was so incredible that I even set up the dog in my own house and had my 3 kids play with the dog. It's incredible. There's no way for us to explain this.
Then about an hour and a half later, comes another beep. Then 11 minutes later, over the course of 2.5 minutes, was a series of 25 beeps.
This appears to be genuine interaction with the paranormal pooch. Someone or something is trying to let us know it's there. We can't explain it.
The team was in the safe room getting ready for the investigation, putting their equipment together, when all of a sudden there comes a booming voice.
This one
Here's a green case.
is saying that there's no file, but there's no space. I think it needs to be reformatted. I think it needs to be reformatted.
At first, Sean and I thought this might be a cell phone making an odd sound, like a ringtone or something. We sent this clip out to everybody on our team, including Brendan Shay, and nobody knew what this sound was.
I was sitting in the room at that time, still didn't hear a thing.
The voice in itself was strange enough, but it's also unusual to have an EVP caught on 2 different cameras in 2 different rooms.
This is a very interesting finding. I actually almost tossed this out as debunked because it's a loud noise and it's captured on 2 different cameras. But it's a loud noise and nobody heard it.
We can't explain it. It's there. Someone was trying to talk to us, but we can't agree on what it says.
Do you hear something? If you do, please comment below, let us know, because we'd love to have your help.
So we're getting our equipment ready to start investigating. Eric, I, Marcus, we're all there at the table working on stuff. None of us hear this voice that comes through in this clip. Didn't hear a thing. It's a great EVP.
It is amazing. To me, it's very, very clear that it's a girl. Between 4 recorders trying to figure out who is what.
I usually have 4, because I usually have a hard time with it.
Again, I have to hit hold record down right or play.
You hit to turn it on. Oh!
Oh!
Did I do that?
Yeah.
You hit to turn it on. Oh! Oh! Did I do
At
that?
first, when I saw this clip, I thought it was me, because I like to joke around and sound like a little kid and do my little Muppet voice every now and then. But when you look at the screen, I'm not talking, I'm not really saying anything. Clearly this is a Class A EVP saying, "Not my friend's daddy."
Oh!
So we sent it out to everybody on our team, and we also sent it out to Eddie Norris to see if he recognized that voice or if he could come up with an explanation for it.
Are these 2 different spirits that are talking to each other? Is she trying to protect us? I'm not sure. Marcus even said that there was a little girl who may have been attached to the brick that he brought in. This is extremely compelling.
Nobody could come up with an explanation for this.
Oh!
We went up to the 2nd floor to investigate. It was Sean and Amber were investigating. Me and Brendan were on the cameras.
As Amber and I were investigating upstairs, we could feel that there was a presence around us. And I was trying to gain communication or some sort of response so that we can verify the feelings that we're having. Since I can't see you or hear you, but if you knock or pound,
I mean, right here. I hope it caught. It's right here on my right side. Somebody said Eric.
really?
Yes.
Is it who you want to talk to? You want to talk to Eric?
was a bang. It caught Marcus off guard. It kind of caught all of us off guard. You usually don't catch stuff like that in direct response to what we asked it to do.
You know, you're not expecting these things to happen, so when they do, something's trying to get your attention.
And after a few moments of silence, it responded. It knocked. And it was loud. It was a very, very powerful experience.
The hell?
Brendan and I were investigating upstairs. Eric and Chris were filming on camera. And we got some amazing interaction while we were up there.
Sorry. I'm gonna get over in this corner real quick. Sorry.
We heard you. Can you say something again?
Yes.
Which room was that? Was that the dog?
That was a REM pod.
It was.
No, that's the dog. Let's go.
Is that you setting off the dog? Thank you. Thank you.
Playing games.
Hey, thank you.
Playing games.
It is. Dude. Thank you.
Do you want us to leave this area? If you want us to leave the area, set that dog off again.
What was that noise?
Probably me hitting my keys.
Yeah, it sounded like keys.
Okay.
Probably put them in my pocket.
I'll tell you what. Can you make it play a whole song? All you gotta do is touch it a little bit longer.
Keep moving.
Maybe just give it a big old hug.
Nice.
Thank you.
Appreciate you pushing those buttons though. Can you do that one more time? You know, wow.
Nice.
Aha. Because we were getting such great interaction with the parapooch, I got the idea to try and place the periscope down by the feet of the parapooch. And so we went back in to the children's room and we got even more what seemed to be intelligent interaction.
Are you still in here with us? We really appreciate you setting the dog off.
We really do.
And we're not trying to push you out of an area or make you scared or upset, but we want to know if you want us here or you don't want us here. Can you pet that dog one more time?
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you able to say something? I have this device in my hand. I don't know if you can see it, but if you can hear my voice, walk up to me and say something. Please.
Can we have your name? I'm sure you know your name.
Is it easier for you to make that dog light up?
Being on camera throughout this whole entire session was awesome. I got to witness as Sean would ask a question or Brendan would ask a question, and something through the dog seemed to be intelligently responding. It was really awesome.
After a while, things seemed to quiet down a bit. So we decided to end the session, go downstairs, and let the area rest a little bit, so that hopefully we can gain some more interaction later on.
Our stationary camera in the OUIJA board room captured something we can't explain.
You can hear us talking downstairs, but you hear this creepy growl. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
Maybe it's a growl. It's hard for me to tell, but one thing is for sure, it's really, really creepy.
We're not really sure what's being said in this EVP, but one thing is certain. We appreciate any kind of finding that we get and we can't debunk, and we love sharing it with you. So please, let us know what you think it says and tell us in the comments section down below.
After some investigating, we're taking a break again in the safe room, and our static camera in the coffin room catches a very shocking EVP. The reason it's shocking is because once you hear what it says and once you see what the camera is looking at, you can put two and two together. Very, very cool.
We're all in the other room, and you can hear us talking, so nobody was in the room, but you hear what sounds like a whisper of something saying demon.
We're not trying to imply that what was captured is said by a demon or that there's anything demonic at the Monroe House, but we do feel like there's a lot of relevance to this EVP because it's referencing something directly in the room.
I didn't personally experience anything that I would consider demonic. But we captured this EVP. It very clearly to me says demon.
I'm hearing either demon or Damon. I'm not quite sure. Let us know what you think in the comments below.
We were headed upstairs to investigate again, and something was up there waiting for us.
I felt like somebody just right now on top of my head.
Well, this is the place you wanted to go.
Yep.
And here's where we got this awesome interaction with the periscope in here.
In there? Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, no, I'm not really set up with this camera yet. I'm gonna set it down. Yeah.
Here, right here's the stuff right over there.
Nope. This is where the interaction.
Oh no, there's like a bat.
Oh my god!
What?
Something's flying, dude!
There's a bat.
There's a bat in here.
It went right by my head.
That's what I felt. It's a bat.
Yeah, I just saw it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yep, that's why you were
Where?
down on the floor.
Just went down the hallway.
No, I saw it. It's
Oh,
actually
there.
in here with us.
Fucking
Yep, I'm seeing it. But I'm not recording because my thing's not ready.
If you move around, it's gonna
gonna
just went
hit you.
out. Somebody closed that door. Just went out there and it went down the stairs.
Did
Close
it?
the door, yeah. Close it quick. All right.
You sure it's down
Yeah,
there?
Hopefully there's no
I
more.
seen it fly through there.
Thank you.
scared the shit out of me, dude.
Dude, it was like a rinse in my head.
It's like buzzing like right in my face. I was like, ah! I was like Marcus when Marcus like, he was like,
So how's our adrenaline?
We're good.
Amber's on the floor.
Yeah.
Did not scream.
she screamed.
I dropped to the floor because I didn't want it in my hair. Sean was like, not the face!
No, it was all up and it flew at my face, like towards me. I don't know if the camera caught that, but it did. It went like literally like, what would you do if a bat came at your face? Okay, the bat didn't go near her face and she ducked and covered, okay? And I did not scream. She did. She screamed.
Oh no, there's like a bat or something.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
What?
But a bat, you get rabies, and then next thing you know, you're like Cujo. Do you want Cujo investigating with you? I don't think so.
This was pretty funny. Everybody was running around like Muppets upstairs. But things could have been worse. I guess Bobby could have been there.
What the heck? I'm not even in this one.
Eric, you are lucky that the camera is still in working condition.
After our little run-in with the bat, we started to continue onward and go into the children's room where we had the periscope, and we wanted to set that down and see if we could get some interaction with that device. After that scare we just had with the bat, we're back up here in the kids' room, the child's room, where we had some awesome interaction earlier. So what we're going to do is we're going to try this device that Brendan brought. It's the periscope, correct?
Correct.
And one thing that it does that I'm really, really excited about is it detects kinetic energy, natural energy, or like static electricity. So I'm going to turn it on right now. All right, so if there's anybody here with us in this room, I just want to try to explain what this little device is in front of us. It's a blue light. It looks blue to us. What you can do, and if you come up to it, is make it light up somehow. I'm not really sure how that works or how you do that, but you may have been doing that earlier. And what we want you to try to do for us, if you can, please, just recreate that for us. We're all here for you. Thank you.
Wow, look at it.
Here we go. Yes, thank you. Now, keep it going. What I want you to do for me, please, because I can see you. Thank you so much. What I'd like for you to do is make this go in a circle like you did before. This is exactly what we want. If you want us to move away, we can do that.
Can you light it a little more for us?
Make her go in a circle again. You can do it. You're doing it.
If there's a way you can change the color from the red, we greatly appreciate it. Look at that.
There you go. You're doing it.
Thank you so much.
Keep going around the circle for us like you're doing.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
That is crazy. That is awesome.
Thank you.
I just want to say something. I just thought I heard a voice talk.
So did I.
It sounded like a male.
Someone was out there in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's just out there. It was not loud, but I could hear it.
Don't split up. Don't split up. Thank you. You're doing it.
Do you like the new toy that's on the ground?
Yes. Here we go.
Is this what you like to communicate with us with that? Is that the best way that you can communicate with us? Let you know that let us know that you're here?
Too many questions.
Can you light it up again for us? Let us know that you're still in here?
The interaction that we got with the periscope was incredible. The device started to light up in a circle. It was going all around. And we thought that was incredible, but then all of a sudden it just stopped all at once. And I started talking to everybody about, not asking so many questions all at once. And then we captured a disembodied voice that just blew our minds. I don't mean to be a jerk, but one problem that we have is we do too much at once. It was doing something for us, and now we're asking questions. Let's try this.
What was that?
I don't know, I heard that.
That was a voice
I heard it too.
right in here.
That sounded like it said mommy.
That was
You're
a
kidding me.
disembodied voice, yes.
That sounded like it said mommy.
And now we're asking questions. Let's try this.
What was that?
I don't know, I heard that.
That was a voice
I heard it too.
right in here.
That sounded like it said mommy.
That was
You're
a
kidding me.
disembodied voice, yes.
That sounded like it said mommy.
All of a sudden, we hear a child's voice say mommy. It's heartbreaking, it's heart-wrenching. All this child wanted was its mom.
Questions. Let's try this.
What was that?
When you hear this mommy and you think about the energy that the spirit had to use so that everybody in the room could hear its voice audibly, it's heart-wrenching. It's absolutely heart-wrenching to think about this child. It really makes you wonder, what happened in this house?
Questions. Let's try this.
What was that?
It makes me sad to hear them call out. It breaks your heart to think that a child's spirit is there looking for their mommy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we can't split up.
If you're over in the kitchen or in the other room, you can come in here and talk to us. We want to talk to you.
Can you please say something else to us? We're listening.
I have static charge on my right leg.
And then, out of the blue, all of a sudden, the parapooch went off again. Thank you for using this device. We are very sorry that we asked so many questions so quickly. Please come in. Please come in.
Did you guys put that on film?
No, it's okay. It's okay. You guys keep filming us.
I'm
I got
filming
it.
you guys, but the dog's right in the side of my view. So
I've got it.
It did come up.
Thank you.
Go ahead and please touch the dog again for us. Thank you. Thank you. I only have a few more moments of battery.
If that was you, you can go ahead and touch the dog again, or there's on the floor, there's something you can touch. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it.
Okay, we appreciate that. Now, just to make sure. Okay,
It's trying.
Can you make it go off really loud for me, please? And then we'll talk some more. We just want to make sure that it's you. You're doing a really good job.
Are you a little girl trying to play with that dog, letting us know that you're here? We're at 30 minutes altogether.
30 minutes?
Altogether, yep.
Well, then we need to call it then.
Yep.
Thank you guys, or thank you whoever did all this interaction with us. Thank you. Yes, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. We really appreciate it. You did an awesome job. You did a great job. Thank you. I hope that we were able to help in some way. I'll tell you what, we'll come up later. Is that okay? Well, we better go. We try to set a time limit on how long we stay in an area, and that time had expired at this point, so we wanted to get out and go back down into the safe room and kind of regroup.
When it came time to go downstairs, Eric was thanking the spirit or spirits for all the interaction that we got. And to actually get even more intelligent interaction, it was almost like it was saying you're welcome, or showing us the respect back that we were trying to show them.
Go. I'm gonna go first. No, I'm gonna go.
You go and let us know if the bat's in there.
Easy ass.
Thank you. It went off again.
I'm sorry. Thank you for all that. We really appreciate it.
Watch your feet, guys.
Thank you so much.
Not too bad.
You must have came downstairs.
We're trying.
Or what back up on the ceiling.
You okay?
We are trying. I am sorry. We're trying. We're getting better.
It's still going
Thank
on,
you.
isn't it?
Yes, thank you.
And this interaction that we got, that was definitely intelligent interaction with that parapooch, it's just amazing.
So it's the end of the night. We're done investigating. Everybody's looking for a place to basically settle down for the night and go to sleep. And we're not paying attention. Nobody hears anything going on, but our static camera in the kitchen caught something rather interesting.
At the end of the night, the REM pod went off. No one heard it. It's unexplained.
Nobody's in the room. It didn't go off at all night. It was in that same location all night. And it only went off the one time.
Pam and Eddie, thank you for allowing us to come out and do our investigation and documentary of the Monroe House. It was a blast. From the moment we got there until the moment we left, we just treasured every second of it. Thank you again.
We had so many great experiences, and we learned a lot just by spending this one night in this home.
I'd also like to thank Brendan Shay for coming out and doing camera work for us, and also joining us on the investigation. Brendan, you did awesome. Everything you did was on point, and we just really enjoyed having you out and investigating with you. We're really looking forward to having you out again someday.
We want to thank you for watching our documentary video on the Monroe House. And make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page that you're already on. And you'll catch all the latest videos we have. Make sure you comment, let us know what you think.
Eddie, from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you for letting EctoVision inside the Monroe House. They're my family. Now they're your family. We enjoyed the location as we always do. It was a fun night. We got lots of interaction, but that's not all it's about. It's about the family. And as a family, we thank you. And thank you for letting us inside this great location. We can't wait to come back and see you again.